Well, we've got a little bit of an update to the Strange World situation. Couple things to talk about. One, there's actual reports of people leaving the theater like 10 minutes in, just walking out because it's that bad. There's also an updated estimate to how much the movie is going to lose. And it's a lot worse than what was reported yesterday, which was $100 million. Now it's reported to lose $147 million. It's really bad. There's also conversation about how it performed in test screenings. I guess it got awful test screenings. At least according to Deadline here, it had bad audience diagnostics. So why didn't they just send it to Disney Plus? Well, the speculation is they didn't want to put it on Disney Plus as an exclusive because of the optics of putting an LBGT representation movie straight to streaming. Showing once again that Disney is more concerned with optics and good press than actually making money. This is another thing that was decided upon before Bob Chapek got fired, by the way. This is why I don't like these conversations that he was some kind of anti-woke savior and that he was going to get rid of all of the woke at Disney. It's obviously not the case. The guy bent the knee time and time again. So this movie is a colossal disaster. Probably one of the worst in Disney's history. As I said yesterday, this is one of the worst movies in like 30 years. This movie is a colossal disaster, which Disney is not a stranger to this year because Lightyear also lost money. Lightyear had the same awful marketing that Strange World had, whereas I couldn't tell you anything about the movie, but I could definitely tell you that the movie has representation. This is just awful marketing. And the marketing is something that Disney fans are criticizing Strange World for. Maybe not in the same way, because I do know that they put some things out there. They definitely wanted you to know that it had representation in it, but they didn't bother to tell you about the movie. Lightyear had the same problem. But here's where we're at. Here are updated box office numbers. Black Panther leaps to $676 million. Once again, kind of proving me right that it's going to make about $800 to $900 million. I just don't see it making big strides now, especially as we get closer to Avatar's release. But there's no reason that this movie is not going to make $800 to $900 million. That does not make this movie a flop. This movie is making money. It's just not making as much money as the first film. But it's certainly now at $600 million. It's now making money. I believe it needed about $600 million to break even. It's now hit that. So we are making money now on this movie. We're not, Disney is, but I mean, Strange World, we're all in agreement that it is a complete flop. What's really funny are the actual numbers for other markets. Now, I talked about this yesterday, but that was just for the first day. Now we have numbers for the whole week, and they're embarrassing. Ultimately, Strange World was consistent in that it didn't click anywhere. The top market was the UK, where it made $1 million, followed by Spain, Mexico, and Italy with $700,000 apiece, and Germany at $600,000. The movie is eyeing a potential $40 million finish overseas. See Anthony's take on why it didn't go straight to streaming everywhere. And I talked about that already. That was purely because of optics. They did not want to put that movie. They did not want to put that movie on Disney Plus because it has representation in it, And you would have had a press saying, well, why are they scared of putting these kind of movies in theaters? And Disney loves bending the knee to optics. Here are some quick updates on the Black Panther box office. In its third weekend, Disney Marvel's Black Panther Wakanda Forever continued to reign at the global and international box office with a $32 million offshore frame. The sequel has an overseas total of $308 million for $675.6 million worldwide through Sunday. Before we look more closely at the hold on Wakanda Forever, however, attention turns to Disney's new entry this season, the animated Strange World, which arrived with a thud at $9.2 million in 43 overseas markets and $27.8 million globally, including the domestic 5-day holiday. Strange World is original animated IP that, as we came into the weekend, was eyeing a $25 million offshore start and ended up worlds away from that. Ooh, that is some bad box office. You know, another interesting point is, why did Disney saturate the market with 2 movies? The Marvel movie, Black Panther, is a Disney production. Disney owns it. Why did they put another one out? You know, even if this movie didn't have the bad week, like let's say they'd actually done real marketing with it and actually told you what the movie was about, which I still have no idea. I'm guessing that they're got transported to a new world. I don't know. I don't care to find out because I don't care about the movie. The only thing that I like to laugh at is how it's performing, because I don't like Disney. So it's fun to laugh at an awful movie that's just getting rolled over in the box office. But it's stupid to have put 2 movies in theaters at the same time so close together. It would have been better to release Strange World, I don't know, around the middle of December? Hell, January, maybe? Christmas? Something like that? That might have been a better time to release this movie. Not head-to-head with your own movie that's already raking in money. It's almost like they put it out to die, and then they could probably blame you. I'm waiting for that. That's the next step that we're in, like Bros. Remember Bros? Remember how they blamed you for not going to see it and called you phobic because you didn't go see Bros? Just give it a few days, because that's going to happen next. They're going to come after you and tell you you're the problem. And I can tell you, people are tired of Disney putting all of this stuff in their movies. Families don't want to go take their kids to movies where they're going to learn about sexual preferences. They want to go to a movie where it's about having fun and good stories and just being an escape for the family. Not ideological hits. And they're paying for it. The previous flop they had was Treasure Planet. This is one of their biggest flops, which grossed just $16.6 million. That's awful. And this one's gonna come close to that because, well, it had a budget of 120 through 134 million, 130 million, and it's barely made like $24 million. So the thing about this movie that's really been grabbing me, and I've seen multiple reports of this, but here's one tweet. Took the kids to the movies today to watch a Disney cartoon called Strange World. Within 10 minutes of the movie, my 10-year-old son said, "Dad, I have no desire to watch this movie. Can we leave?" We left. The leaders at Disney have forgotten who the paying customer is. And that's true. But Disney has so much money that they don't care. They don't care. Look at this. There's some funny tweets in here. Literally every time. Get woke, go broke. Brianna Wu. If you thought the conservatives freaked out over the Lightyear, they're going to be shitting the bed over Strange World, which is great. Main protagonist is gay. Older people don't find it remarkable. Biracial marriage. Almost no one is white. Climate change metaphor. Even the dog is disabled. And then Strange World is a flop. Next tweet. Like, nothing in here tells you about the movie, by the way. This is what I'm saying. Nothing in here tells you about the movie. It tells you about the representation, the ideological stuff in the movie. But in this entire tweet, which probably got hundreds of thousands of likes and shares, I don't know. I'm sure I'm blocked by this person. But I bet you that tweet got a lot of traction. Did it translate to dollars? No. Did it help the movie? No. Where in here is why the movie is actually good? Where in here is the story? This is what I'm talking about. You know, you can have these things in movies, but you need to still make a good movie. And you need to market the movie. You need to tell us about the story. Nobody goes to the movies based on it having this and that. It needs to also have a good plot, good production, good acting, good story. I can't tell you what the story of Strange World is. I'm still waiting for a trailer to pop up somewhere. It's not the consumer's responsibility to go learn about it. The point of marketing is for you to tell me about it. And you haven't done that. Disney's new movie Strange World is from Eric July, by the way. Hail, young Rippa. Disney's new movie Strange World is flopping at the box office, earning less than $24 million over 5 days against its $180 million budget. Mainstream creatives don't care about these projects being successful so long as they spite the audience and their ideological enemies. It's true. It's true. This tweet, no offense, is I just don't get the Black Panther being a box office failure just because it's not making as much money as the first one. I don't, honestly, a movie that makes $900 million, $800 million, I don't think you could call that movie a box office flop. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I wouldn't be surprised if it makes $1 billion, to be honest. It most definitely could, but my prediction, and I'm sticking with it, is $800 million to $900 million. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and my locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.